Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrencies are at a very crucial point right now. They need to be able to break out of this range and start heading up higher, or we could see some massive dumpage. In this video, we are going to be discussing what is about to potentially take place. What's up, Myles? It's ladies and gentlemen here. Make sure you all subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on these time-sensitive videos about Dogecoin and cryptocurrencies. And if you want to get access to when I'm buying and selling cryptocurrencies, join my Patreon, which is in my top pinned comment or in my video description, where we have a 4,000 member Discord. You can talk to me anytime. Also, you can talk to me on the phone and we can build you a portfolio and teach you technical analysis with lessons. I'm also giving away 200 Doge to one lucky winner this Saturday. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow my Instagram and Twitter, and put Dogecoin giveaway in the comments. We're going to get started right now, but before we do so, smash up the like button if you love Dogecoin and cryptocurrencies. It helps to support the channel and the Dogecoin community. And also let me know in the comments, what do you think is about to happen right here? Because Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin are at some very crucial levels. Are we going to continue to push down further and to see some new lows this week before we see the leg up? Or are we going to start to bounce right here? Because it's actually looking a little green. So Monday has been a little bloody. It's nothing crazy. Overall, the stock market was down, pulling the crypto markets. And that happens because the financial institutions, the financial markets, they're also affected by the stock market because they are part of the stock market, but they also affect cryptos because that same money is also in cryptos. So overall, there's been a lot of FUD. There's been a lot of fear in the market, regulatory fears about regulations and stable coins. We had that GBTC share unlock, which nothing happened. Today would be the day that we would really see something happen, but nothing happened. And now cryptocurrencies were struggling. They were fighting this morning, but we are starting to see a push up, a little bit of a bounce. We need to hope that this continues. So this article goes into talk about how there's a lot of things that are just causing FUD and fear in the market. We have inflation, the regulatory headwinds that it's saying. There's just a lot of stuff going on in the markets, not only cryptos, but the financial world, the stock market, the economy, the US government. These types of things have brought a lot of fear overall to people and investors and money, and this prevents and inhibits a lot of money from flowing in. So once these things start to fade away, then people will start to jump back in. So right now there's a lot of fear, so people have their money on the sidelines waiting for some of these things to pass so they can say, okay, things are better now, it's a good investment, let me go ahead and make that investment. However, also what has been happening is that there's massive market manipulation. The whales, what they are trying to do is they are trying to exhaust you. They do this in every type of market. They want you to become bored of what you're investing in. That's what's happening right now. There's nothing really happening with cryptos or Dogecoin. They're just kind of bleeding out, going sideways for the most part. They go up a little bit, then come back down and just stay in the same areas. So what's happening is that these whales are trying to do that. They are purposely and intentfully trying to keep these prices of Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, our favorite cryptocurrencies, in these small little boxes so that nothing happens. And what happens is it causes more sell-offs of paper hands, of people just giving up. Man, I'm going to go ahead and pull out. I see all these news articles. Let me go ahead and pull out and I'll get back in later. They want people to do that because it will cause a further chain reaction to the downside. But if they cannot do that, their means are going to be exhausted and they end up losing money. A lot of these whales, when people do market manipulation, they end up losing money because they're shorting. And then when things bounce up, they lose a lot of money there. If they're going long, they're doing all types of things to make money. Even when the market is sideways, they're basically gambling. But most of these people are shorting the markets. They're putting a lot of money into the market to keep it suppressed. They're betting that they're betting for it to go down, which also further suppresses the market. But they've exhausted their resources at this point. In my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. But I believe it's on the Bitcoin price. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the bottom of the barrel for Bitcoin. They're trying to push Bitcoin all the way down to 28,000 or under. And a lot of people are saying Bitcoin is going to 10,000. Bitcoin's going to 15,000. That's definitely not possible. But look, they cannot get it past this level. And once they continue to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight, the bears, they will be beaten by by the bulls. The bulls will run the bears over. And then what happens is a short squeeze. All the people that were shorting, trying to bring the prices down, now they're going to have to cover their shorts. They're going to have to buy back their positions and buy long positions to make up for their losses. And then that causes a massive short squeeze potentially, and also the start of the second bull run. So we are just over exhausted, as I've shown you in some indicators like the RSI. We are at a very oversold position. Here is the RSI, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We are at the bottom of this thing. We're at the 30 level, which means that we are tremendously oversold. When something is here, it does not last in that position very long. Let me show you the last time we've had some oversold positions in Bitcoin. This was the time here when Bitcoin went to 28,000. It bounced all the way up to a high of about 42,000. That's exactly where it went after it was oversold. That's a 44% gain, and that is Bitcoin we're talking. We're not even talking about Dogecoin. Look at Dogecoin. The last time we were at a major oversold position, we are in an oversold position now, of course. But the last time we were in a major oversold position was here, was June 22nd, and we bounced up, went 75% in a very short period of time. We went 75%. We went all the way down to 16.5 and bounced up all the way to 28 cents. If you would have bought that dip, which we did announce in the Patreon, you'd have made some tremendous gains. But look at this. That shows you the oversold position. The purple area is when the price action is kind of like in a normal rhythm, when it's normally supposed to be, especially in the middle. That's the exact area when the price action of a certain cryptocurrency or a stock is in a normal, healthy position. Once that the price action starts to move outside of this middle, and especially outside of this box, it shows an overbought position or an oversold position. Once it reaches this level, it does not last there very long, and tremendous things happen, especially on the longer time frames like the 4-hour and the daily time frames. Crazy things start to happen for that crypto, and that's where we are at again. We are at that oversold position, and we've been oversold for quite some time. Very oversold position. So, like I'm expecting, and a lot of other people, experts in the field, crypto experts, big YouTubers, they're agreeing with me. They're saying the same thing, and I'm agreeing with them. We are at a massive oversold position, and potentially this week, we think that things are going to start to take off because we've just been pushed down and down and down and down and down and down. And if we take a look at the daily, each and every one of these candlesticks represents a day period. Look at how many red days we've had in a row. Look at how many we've had. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's not count those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10 days. 10 red days in a row for Bitcoin. Where can you look on a chart and you see that? We saw it another time before. It's a little bit longer. But if we zoom out, there's not many times that you see that many consistent red days. And whenever there is, there's huge pumps to start massive runs every single time. So we are overdue for a pump. This thing has been headed down for almost 100 days. It is time for the bears to be overtaken by the bulls. It is time for the second bull run to take place here very soon. So for Bitcoin, which is the whole market, we have to pay attention to what's happening with Bitcoin because Dogecoin is basically, to the most part, dependent upon Bitcoin. And right now, we were at this massive oversold position, just consolidating sideways. Now we are finally starting to see some green. So I would not be surprised if we can start to pump up past 32,000. We need Bitcoin to start getting to 32,000 because that's a range that these whales have been trying to suppress us in. And then we will start to see some moves. And that will help Dogecoin get up back to 20 cents. We were at 20 cents this past weekend. Definitely great to see. But we came down. The same movement is happening with Bitcoin as it's happening with Dogecoin right now. We had a bottom, and now we're starting to slowly head up. But we could come up and get rejected, and there could be some more FUD, more fear on the next couple of days to continue to try to bring prices down further, push them down as much as they can, and eventually these bears, they're over exhausted. They've exhausted pretty much all of their means. It's like a battle, foreign invaders coming from another country or something, and they're trying to overtake a city, right? They only have so much food, they only have so much supplies, and they try to gather the food and supplies around surrounding areas, but eventually they run out and they have to go back home. The same thing is about to happen with cryptocurrencies. These bears, these raiders who are trying to attack our fortress of financial freedom, they are about to be exhausted. All of their supplies, their water is gone, and they must leave. So in the immediate short term, we're at a very critical part. If Dogecoin cannot hold up these strong support levels, which we are at the bottom of the barrel, it's not going to look good. But would I expect anything crazy? No. I definitely would expect some further price action to the downside, which we could potentially see 16.5 cents again. That's where I think is the bottom of Dogecoin. But we could also break that bottom and the dip can keep dipping and dipping and dipping. Those are possibilities, worst case scenarios. Not very likely. It is more likely that we will start to bounce up and recover strongly here very soon. Yes, there's a lot of low volume, but the low volume is due to all the FUD, the fake news, all these things that you're seeing on the media, regulatory stuff, governments, all of that boring stuff. It's about to be over with. We've been hearing it for too long, and it's now time for people to start accumulating at a very fast rate because they see the future of cryptocurrencies that are about to take off. So we have whales, we have institutions, we have a lot of people that are buying right now, but the volume is still low. But the volume is low, but that low volume is going to change here very soon. So continue to hodl with diamond hands. We are almost out of this storm, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be fearful, do not sell. We need to continue to wait the storm out to dollar cost average to buy these dips so that we can be handsomely rewarded by Christmas time, the next week, the next month, here very soon. If you guys want a good platform to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, use my WEBULL link. If you deposit $100, they will send you 2 free stocks worth up to $4,000, which you can immediately sell, buy Dogecoin, Cardano with. You can sell anytime. If you guys got something out of the video, make sure you share this video with some of your friends and family, Facebook, Twitter, below the comment section, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you very much.